Hello and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns, bringing to you the Skyward Sword Randomizer weekly race. Today on commentary for you is your average Link, tracking is Corvin Esme, and on restream we'll be featuring KitKat and Pac-Man Power Ghost. So yeah, y'all, why don't you take it from here?
So yeah, in this weekly race, we are going to be using the key sanity settings, which means that all small and boss keys can be placed anywhere, not just inside their own dungeon. Which can lead to some interesting things, especially combined with path hints, like sometimes like if Fire Sanctuary is one of your dungeons, then uh you have 3 small keys that can just ruin your Fire Sanctuary path. But, that's always something you gotta consider. And Key Sanity is one of 6 possible settings that will be featured in the draft system, which is basically what we're going to be using for the upcoming Season 2 tournament. If you are interested in that, go ahead and join the Skyward Sword Randomizer Discord server. Sign-ups are open until July 31st. The idea with draft is that players will take turns banning and picking settings, and then one will be chosen, and they'll play on that setting. And the idea is so that we get a bunch of settings sort of kind of mainstream rather than having just one standard thing throughout the entire tournament. Just waiting on one person to ready up. As far as predictions, I'm going to say Skyview, Earth Temple, Fire Sanctuary. Ooh, harm predicting the Fungeons. That would definitely be an experience. LMF especially because, let's say you get like a hint that the small key is on a trial. That small key locks 3 checks, and you're like, do I have to get that or no? That would be more of a concern if we had only small key sanity, but we decided, like, as a community, that full key sanity would be better than just small. I'm an advocate for small key sanity and spoiler log, just because otherwise Gomo dungeons are kind of boring, but in regular randomizer format, I can definitely see the appeal for a full key sanity. Alright, looks like we'll be going off soon. Hope they do Duke Spot RVM? We'll have to see. I mean, Ruby Tablet Start, that's definitely an option. I don't think there are any randomizer updates that are actually in place in this race. Like, I recently added an option where you can open LMF just by raising the main node, but that's not being played on right now. We're still just using open LMF. It looks like we'll be getting started very shortly. Other than that, there have been some miscellaneous fixes and adjustments. I know I made it so that key pieces will not appear in the pool if Open Earth Temple is on. Alrighty, KitKat with the immediate Monka battery. Hopefully the battery will last for the remainder of the race. Let's see what item our good friend Fledge will give. It's the Claw Shots. Alright. Definitely one of the strongest items in the game. Especially if we start with the Amber Tablet. ETLMF Sandship. So I'm pretty sure I was just wait, no, I got Earth Temple right. But Yeah, otherwise only one of the dungeons. Alright, let's see if anybody's gonna immediately go for the Zelda's Closet item. Looks like, so far, just heading to the sparring hall as usual. Another randomizer update that you may have missed, though, is recently Kina has been oh my god, immediate sandship boss key. So if our runners are able to go mode sandship, that'll be really good because then you can just immediately do mass skip and you don't even have to leave the dungeon or anything. So that's a nice little convenience. But anyway, one of the changes you may have missed is recently Kina was decoupled from minigames, so in order to activate Kina, now all you need is the bottle and access to Eldon, because you just have to break the chandelier, get the pumpkin soup and deliver it to Aegis, and then when you come back, you can talk to Kina and she'll have a new text option and you can select to start the Magma quest. Yeah, that solves the biggest problem with minigames and allows Kina to be part of mainstream settings again. I say again, like she ever was. Looks like it is an Amber Tablet start, so those claw shots will be relevant. Pac-Man deciding to sleep. Interesting play. I'm not sure if I would do it when you're already... when you're, like, only a few minutes in, but we'll see if it pays off. So basically, with the decoupling option, you, sorry, I'm blanking. You can either select to start the Magma quest, or you can ask her to carry pumpkins, and then if you say carrying pumpkins, then if you succeed with that, then you can advance into the heart minigame as normal. You can just do them both at the same time, basically. Ooh, and an early digging mitts for KitKat. There's a crystal peck. And 300 rupees, so if I were KitKat, I might even consider skipping the potion lady for now and going straight to Beetle, because I know personally, I really hate it whenever I go to, whenever I have a full wallet and I get more rupees, because it's like, I just wasted rupees. It's like KitKat is going to be taking the risk. In current logic, it's just called Lumpy Chandelier Quest 1, but yes. You have to be able to deliver the hop soup and go back into the Lumpy Pumpkin and talk to Hum again. Ooh, Potion Lady stealing 10 of our rupees. That's not very nice. KitKat is going to be checking Beetle. Wise play. You never know when you're going to get more rupees. And going for 10 more, I also like this. Generally, it's a better idea to buy the 3 100 rupee items before the 300 rupee item, but there are some exceptions. Like, if you find, like, I don't know, Ruby Tablet on the 300 item, that would probably be a better investment than getting the 3 100s, but yeah. The crystal pack on 100, and some harp-shaped object on 300. KitKat checking the unrequired 800 rupee item. And a Song of the Hero part. And the 200 item is just another heart piece. And we're gonna see which item KitKat won't be able to buy because he has 295. Another harp-shaped object. Another Song of the Hero part. And KitKat's now gonna get kicked out because he looked at something without buying it. Yeah, already 2 Song of the Hero parts. Usually not a good sign, but it could just be a fluke. Now, if our runners find a hint that Beetle is Spirit of the Sword, or Path to one of our bosses, that will definitely be interesting, because that's either a Crystal Pack or, you know, the Skyloft Isle. Spiral Charge from Rinna. It's always nice to get Spiral Charge on your first Skyloft visit, because then you can take care of the rocks on your Sky Loop, so you don't have to worry about coming back. And yeah, being worried about being halfway to Levias is a very Season 1 thing to do, but, you know, even with that hint, you never know where it's going to be, so KitKat starting the Spirit quest, or as we like to call him, iDude. Definitely a wise play. I mean, even though you don't have Ruby Tablet yet, you never know, like, if you get Ruby Tablet halfway across the sky, you don't want to have to go back and then talk to Spirit again. Is KitKat gonna dip for Betrow 10? Looks like yes. We're gonna see an extended sky visit from one of our runners, and Pac-Man is deciding to go directly to Waterfall Cave. So, some divergence. Always nice to see, because, unfortunately, the way that this game is laid out, in settings that aren't swordless, or open world, the Skyloft 1 visit is 90% of the time the same. You get your 6 Academy checks, you get your, like, 4 or 5 Central Skyloft checks, and then you go to the sky. Reuniting 2 Beetles is dead, and the Sanchit boss key chest has a sword. Looks like some more money, and I didn't quite catch the other item. Looks like it might be Ferrari's Courage. Another Crystal Pack. So our runners will be on the lookout for a Sanchip small key to get that sword. I wonder if any of them... I'll point this out again once we get to it, but there's a really cool Key Sanity exclusive strat that you can do. And the fact that the sword is on the boss key chest and not on the bow chest makes it even better. Where basically, you can activate the Time Shift Stone, then go over to the boss key chest, or the boss key door, open the door, and then leave out of the statue, and then that essentially does mass skip without having to die or anything. It's pretty cool, and then, considering there's a sword there anyway, it's it'd be a nice thing to combine the two. Especially if Sanchip is the Gomo dungeon, which it probably is going to be, considering there's a sword there, so you only need white sword, essentially. And Sanchip has by far the most requirements out of our required dungeons. Looks like Sealed Grounds is barren, and there's a beetle in Farron Woods. Sealed Grounds dead implicitly means TMS is dead as well, so there's another sword out there besides the 3. It also means runners will not have to worry about potentially having to double dip Sealed Grounds for Ballad of the Goddess. I know that's an annoying one to do, especially if you don't have Harp going into Farron for the first time. Pac-Man going for the hint before the Spiral Charge Rock, maybe hoping for Skybound. The Nader Trial is dead, and I do this dead. So, Pac-Man getting rewarded for not talking to iDude, I guess. Looks like a goddess plume on the chandelier? I couldn't quite tell. Pac-Man doesn't seem to think it's important, though, so it probably is. Let's see what's on the Spiral Charge Rock. Alda the Goddess. Oh, that's already Leviathan logic. Perhaps the hint for Leviathan will be on that one hint stone in Thunderhead. We shall see. Having to do Leviathan with only the Goddess Sword and no bow is a little bit annoying, but definitely doable. But Knight Academy is Sots and Elden is Path to Scaldera. Interesting. Path to Scaldy, I mean, obviously could be Bomb Bag. Could be a Beetle if the other one is locked behind that. Pac-Man is wasting no time trying to resolve that Thunderhead, even before consulting the other Spiral Charge Rock. So what path hints mean is that when a region is pathed to a boss, it means that that region contains an item that is logically required to defeat that boss. So Elden Volcano has an item that you need to beat Earth Temple, basically. And Batro has an item you need to beat Moldarak. And Sansi is Spirit of the Sword. So no Leviathan yet. Batro's path to Moldy could be Farron Trial, but it's most likely something else. We'll have to see. Yeah, Sansi sucks especially when you have LMF, so you could just get a Beetle Jabate. Ooh, Slingshot. Doesn't really do anything right now because Claw Shot's are already projectile, but... Ooh, and Fire Shade Earrings on the other Spiral Charge Rock. They also don't have the LMF boss key, and logically you need the Gust Bellows. Bellows' LMF is definitely a lot more possible on Key Sanity if you already have the boss key going in. But Pac-Man getting a nice frame-perfect side hop. Skips a little cutscene of the bridge appearing and kind of making the secret sound. Nice little swag trick. Another Crystal Pack on Ferori's Courage. Well, everybody, we are officially at the point where Batro 30 is accessible. Not something you ever want to see, but thankfully our runners have access to an entire Linnaea route if they want to get out of that. We'll likely be seeing at least one of our runners go in there. Right after Pac-Man gets the earrings and Kit Kat finishes out Thunderhead. Somebody may go for Paro's bottom first. A lot of Linear is locked, however, you do have 2 checks in mines, 2 checks in caves, and 6 in the main desert. Not to mention the hint in the caves region. Maybe that's where the Levias hint is. I'm going to guess Levias has Ruby Tablet. Pac-Man finally picking up the Fire Shed earrings. Levias always has a Ruby Tablet if he's Suts. Yeah, I guess I have seen that quite often. Pac-Man Power Burst. First runner entering the surface. We shall see what kind of treasures it hides. No caves key yet, so Sansi Suts cannot be resolved quite yet. Yeah, the seed right now, it's hard to say because we're just now seeing what's in the surface 17 minutes in. Alright, East Island, or not East Island, behind first landing. And Kit Kat deciding to return to Skyloft first. More money. Can only imagine what our runners would go through if they see Levias as the last song of the hero part. And then the actual song of the hero hint is somewhere way down the line. And it has bow, because bow is one of those items that does something, but not very much, so its hint could be basically anywhere. You've seen many a time items like that be the downfall of runners. Think back to Season 1. The legendary match where Deer took down Exto because Beatrice had the bow, and Exto completely skipped her and went on a wild goose chase. Oh, E.T. Boss Key is on Levias. So runners will be having to do that, and Elden Trial has a bottle. And the Gust Bellows right here. I mean, Muzu, I rolled this seed, so it's probably not going to be very good. My seeds, tend not to be very friendly, shall we say. So Earth Temple Boss Key is like the classic definition of an item that is required to beat the seed, but does pretty much nothing else. So our runners should consider themselves lucky that they got this hint so early. If I were these runners, I would try to put off Levias until I can get swords. Unless I get something like Earth Temple of Sots, then I'd start to worry. Maybe Sandship won't be the Goma dungeon. Did anybody catch what Pear's bottle had? I wasn't looking at Kit Kat's stream. I wasn't looking at Kit Kat's stream at the time. It doesn't look like anything, according to the tracker. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. LMF small key on top of LMF. Pac-Man is going in, despite not having Whip or Hook Beetle. In fact, even with the small key, you can't really do anything if you don't have Hook Beetle or bombs. Because in the first room, locked after the small key, you need to blow up some boxes. That's Colin's letter inside. Alright, and he's just leaving, okay. Okay, so you can RBM the other boxes, but not the box inside the key lock room. You can RBM the shortcut back to Gust Bellows, and you can RBM the boxes that block the shortcut back to Gust Bellows. But not those boxes. Even more money. It's looking more and more likely that Batro with 10 loose crystals is going to be the answer. Running kind of dry. Oh, never mind, there's a crystal pack. And Pac-Man deciding not to check the one chest in Fire Node. At least not right now. Cut having some trouble climbing up LMF, but there we go. And the LMF boss key is there. What if both beetles are on Batro 30 and the 30 chest? It'd be crazy if we see one of these runners doing the LMF thing where you bit warp and then do dig spot RBM. Because the dungeon is already almost full clearable if you do that. Well, I say that, but there's actually a lot you can't do. So, it's looking pretty likely considering the path to Molderak is very close at hand. It's no longer the boss key. It's probably not the bomb bag, unless it locks it or something. Oh no, I'm still team arrow pointed to the right. That is definitely what that boss key looks like. Or at least it's the closest approximation that actually makes sense. And I've heard some pretty bad approximations. Get caught getting bodied by the Ampulus. That Ampulus rolled a lot farther than I think it's supposed to. Like, I thought it was supposed to, like, stop short of you after a little while. Yeah. If I had to guess, Pac-Man is probably going to get a few more loose crystals and check out Batro 30. Definitely a wise play. When you have both of the LMF keys, it's like, is there a possibility that I get something soon? Combined with the Batro Path Hint. Plenty to be done. Although I'm not sure why he's landing at the Academy. He's already gotten all the crystals here. Oh, he wants to turn in Colin's letter, okay. Nice bonk. There's a rupee that somebody probably didn't know existed. I didn't know it existed until I accidentally bonked. Hidden rupees are kind of like a staple of Skyward Sword because in vanilla speedruns where we do a ton of back in time, we had to find ways to commit the flags that we set, and there's a bunch of hidden rupees that fit the bill for that. I was about to ask if Kate Cod is gonna early Thunderhead out, but then I realized, one, he never talked to the robot, and two, he already has Ballad. Shows you how much I'm paying attention. Yeah, like, Moldy Path has to either be a beetle or something that locks a beetle. Oh, and there's the other pair of mitts. Ruby Sanity is actually in development. If you talk to Zeldex 72, there are a few rupees that have permanent flags. There are some in Farron, some in the non-Fungeons. Like, interestingly, none of the Fungeons have any rupees. But, like, there's a few in Skyview, there's a few in Earth Temple, there's a few in Cistern. Actually, there's a lot in Cistern. But yes, Rupee Sanity is a thing that's a work in progress. We're looking at trying to assign permanent flags to rupees that don't already have one. But yeah, Rupee Sanity is going to be the patch that makes Beetle join the ranks of claw shots and bombs as overpowered items. Because, I don't know if you can tell, but there are a lot of rupees in this game that you need the Beetle to get. There are even a few that you have to have the Quick Beetle to get. I think they're all in Sansi. Unfortunately, I don't think the check in Link's Closet will ever be randomized because it's renewable. Like, it's 5 rupees, and I think it respawns either when you sleep or when you, like, reload it. Yeah, if you open Link's Closet, you'll get 5 rupees. Well, yes, but that would be tough to do on Skyloft, I think. Like, some areas have a bunch of scene flags open. But Skyloft is mostly full. Actually, wait, we should put the Link's Closet rupee on 7x04. Also, apparently Kate Cod is going back through mines. Did anybody catch what the first item had? I wasn't looking. Rupor? Oh, okay. Kate Cod is using a trick called brick sliding to go past, to go further in the mines without the use of the hook beetle or the bomb bag. Meanwhile, Pac-Man is going to be finishing up his Loose Crystal adventure. You can go grab Betroth 30. Oh man, randomized scene indexes? Like, already Back in Time with Entrance Rando is like a complete mess. Because there's like a 98% chance that when you leave an area on Skyloft, that bit will crash. On the other hand, you have a bunch of new reverse spin warp opportunities. Nothing at the end of mines. It got decided to death warp out. Alright, time to see what our good friend Betro has. I'm still holding on to hope for 2 beetles. Oh wait, we already got that. And it is. The water scale. Perhaps there's a beetle in shed chest. Actually, wait, no. We got a hint that a beetle's in Farronwood, so it can't be a double beetle. That's my bad. Maybe Emerald Tablet on the 30 chest. Or for Roy's Courage. You never know. And there's the whip. We got like a little cistern starter pack there. But actually, the whip is probably for Sansi, for Skipper's Retreat. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is not EUD off, so we'll not be seeing Cistern. Unless our runners, for whatever reason, want to get even more rupees. Wait, did anybody check what was on... I'm sorry, I wasn't looking for shed chests. See, this is why I'm glad you guys took care of tracking, because clearly... Oh, did Pac-Man just go past it? Okay. Now I feel better. Let's see what's on the baby rattle, or on the bird nest, I guess. Another crystal pack. Now there's Bat 40 in logic. I wonder if Pac-Man will be going for that. Another crystal pack. Alright, never mind. It'd be hilarious if Batro Path to Moldy is the water scale just because it locks another crystal pack. Like, even just, like, ignoring the whip. Oh, there's the cave's key. Alright, well, there we go. There's our answer. There's probably either a beetle or emerald tablet in Sansi. I'm leaning more towards emerald tablet. Which would be path to Moldy, because, that locks a beetle. Well, yeah, if there's a crystal pack, then really any of them could be path to Moldy, but... If our runners wanted to, they could even beat LMF now by doing the whip trick. Although it may not be the wisest decision. It may not be the wisest decision considering that you orphaned the entire East Wing. But they would get a free Timble time hint out of that, so who's to say? Pac-Man is apparently missing a speck of dust somewhere. I can't quite tell where it is. There we go. The last song of the hero part. Oh boy. Imagine the Skyloft trial hint is in Sandsea. It's on Shipyard. And it has the, we know where all boss keys are. Okay. It has the... Wait, no. I was about to say it has the harp, but clearly that's not possible. It'll be interesting to see if, which one of these two goes to LMF, and if any of them. Wallet does not need it for any of the beetle checks. We limit them to 300. Pac-Man is deciding to go to Sandsea. Definitely the better logical play. But I can see the metagame use out of rushing LMF. You need 300 to buy the leftmost one, and then you technically need 300 for the other one as well, because you had to spend 200 to like actually find out what it is. But I mean, the seed has thrown plenty of money at us, so running around with a full wallet hasn't really been an issue. As far as, like, missing out on rupees. God, just now finding the crystal pack, now they slept back today. What if it's vanilla C chart? I kind of hope it's vanilla C chart into like Emerald Tablet in the first chest and Sand Ship, the combo lock chest. It's not evil, it's just fun. That's even better. I like that idea. And then the hint is on Shipyard. There's Cave's Key, finally. Oh, I should have been banned from rolling seeds a while ago, but people never learn their lesson. Oh, actually, Skippers isn't even in Logic yet. I completely forgot about that. Pac-Man is doing an out-of-logic trick here. So, I don't think Vanilla Sea Chart is in question. Unless there's, like, Bomb Bag and Pirates. But if there's Bomb Bag and Pirates, there's plenty of other things to do as well. Just a red rupee. Pac-Man will have to be careful to evade the Furnixes. Well, you say that, Esme, but like last time I did that, I got burned for it. And also, I'm more inclined to, well, I guess the whole point about Bachuro being Path to Moldy is less valid now that the Cave Ski was there as well. But the whip would make it like a second try. Like a second item to be Path. So you'd have an extra chance for something to be Path into there. Instead of something like, I don't know, Lanayru Desert is Path to Moldy because the Bosky's there. There's another crystal pack. Oh, and unfortunately, Pac-Man taking a death to the Vernixes that I was talking about earlier. I guess I cursed it. And Kit Kat is going to Sancy as well. No early element curse. Very sad. Being a little bit too eager on that brake slide there. Ooh, and another death. Not what you want to see. It especially sucks dying that late into skippers because you can't, like, make any shortcuts. Unless you specifically took the zipline down. And even then, I'm pretty sure that resets after you die anyway. So you have to go all the way back through here. Perhaps you could even see Kit Kat catching back up. Because Pac-Man has maintained a lead over Kit Kat. Mainly from not doing an extended Skyloft visit, and then not having to unnecessarily talk to iDude, but a lead nonetheless. There we go. And looks like the cycle is good for the P-head. Ah, maybe not now that he missed. And missing again. Pac-Man, you have to lead your shots. There you go. P-head is moving down. Or, sorry, that P-hot is moving down. Gotta aim to prepare for that. Here we go. Is it going to be the LC chart? Nah, just a report. Feels bad. Alright, was Skippers actually a true waste of time? The more that I think about it, the more that actually skipping Skippers makes sense. Because it's Path to Moldy, not Sots. So if it is Hook Beetle, then obviously it most likely isn't here. Yeah, nothing in skippers. Get caught getting bodied once trying to watch out there, but eventually makes it through. The crystals may be worth it, but they straight up cannot be path to multi at this point. Like, yeah, because loose crystals exist. We know where 8 crystal packs are. Actually, wait. Maybe they could be. I guess if you don't have Beetle. If you don't have Beetle, then... it could still be path, but I highly doubt it, because then it would be path to Moldy. And path to Moldy at this point pretty much has to be a Beetle. And Beetle locks, like Beetle or Bow locks that crystal pack anyway. Unless it was on the Moblin. Was it on the Moblin? I don't know. Oh yeah, cacti chest, okay. Yeah, then that's locked behind Beetle or Bow. Which is also locked behind Hook Beetle or Bomb Bag. So I find it unlikely that that is the path. Or rather, the Suts item. Looks like KitKat is going to be checking Shipyard, though. So we'll know soon enough what Pac-Man is missing out. Oh, there's the Emerald Tablet. Okay. That resolves Sots and Patro Path to Moldy because there's a Beetle in there. Unless we get Emerald Tablet item hint. Then it's something else. It's always something to look out for in this game. Whenever you get an item like a tablet, a sword, earrings, water scale, those items can all be item hint. So, and if you get one of that, or if you get an item hint, that means it's no longer the Sots item. Because they can't overlap. KitKat may be having nunchuck issues. Alright. Show us the sea turret on Skyward Trial. Come on. Bat 50 has the Ruby Tablet, and Owlin Crystals is dead. Well, yes, yeah, the key would still be Path to Moldy, but Sansei Sots would still be unresolved. Yeah, okay, so Bat 50 does have the Ruby Tablet, however, with the existence of Emerald Tablet, that can no longer be path, or, well, and it's, that can no longer be path to, even if Pac-Man didn't get the Crystal Pack there, it still wouldn't be path to, like, a Crystal Pack wouldn't be path because, the Beetle in Farron means you can now get 15 loose. I guess the Beetle doesn't technically have to be available right now. It could be on a Bomb Rock, but... shall see. There's a chance that Pac-Man just doesn't get the hint about Ruby Tablet and goes straight for Farron. We'll see some divergence. Yeah, he's skipping the shipyard hint. Alright, this will be interesting. This could be catastrophic because Bat 50 is a very orphanable thing if you've already done up to 40. And the fact that a sometimes hint got placed means that Pac-Man's never going to be bailed out by like a second SOTS hint for Batro or an item hint or anything like that. He's just stuck. And it doesn't help that Crystal Packs can't be SOTS anymore. I successfully remembered that sealed grounds are dead. Central Skyloft is SOTS and Grand Trials dead. I'm pretty sure we got Spiral Charge there. Which will resolve the SOTS because Levias has the Earth Temple boss key. I'm not alone. I have the Restreamer, and I have our tracker. Sorry, I forgot that Muzi joined us. And our runners. We'll be having fun. This seed is, Oh yeah, chat. We're all having fun. This seed is, definitely something. It's been a good delivery, especially since I rolled it. You know, Levi's having Earth Temple boss key. Although I'm quite disappointed that we got the hint so early on. Like, as I mentioned earlier, if you could join for some backup, that would be appreciated. But I'm not going to explode on my own. Like, don't feel rushed. But if you want to join, I'd appreciate that. But yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that the Earth Temple boss key on Leviathan was so early, because Earth Temple boss key does nothing but let you beat Earth Temple. So that hint could have been anywhere. I really wanted it to be somewhere like, I don't know, Temple of Time, or maybe even... Actually, there aren't even any bad hint stones anymore. I guess maybe Volcano Summit, if someone has hinted Baron. KitKat is wasting no time starting up the Levias quest. I'm not sure if I agree. Oh wait, that's right, he knows what Ruby Tablet is, so he can do Earth Temple and welcome CJ.
Alrighty, I hear we have a doozy.
Yeah, I mean, the only like egregious thing so far is Levias having Earth Temple boss key.
Brilliant. We love Key Sanity.
Yep. I mean, the other boss keys have been really early to show up. We also know that there's a sword on the Sanchit boss key chest, so we're on the lookout for a small key there. Pac-Man getting him like a stamina.
Has it got been to Farron yet?
No.
Okay. So we are seeing some diversity.
Yeah.
And see.
I'd imagine Kid maybe wants to rush Levias, get the Ruby Tablet, and rush the temple.
Where's Ruby Tablet?
Bat 50.
Okay.
And that was on the Shipyard Hintstone, so Pac-Man might be screwed, like, because they've already done up to Bat 40, so it's very easy to work on Bat 50 because of that.
That's super unfortunate for Pac-Man, yeah, I definitely agree. Although he does have 50 crystals, so if he has another reason to go back to Skyloft, I could see him doing it.
Yeah, like a Baby Rattle or something could easily send him on the right path.
Has he done the Baby Rattle check? The
Yeah,
sand pile?
all of our runners.
Okay.
In fact, that one had, I think, the crystal pack that led them to the Bat 40, which had the big cave speed.
I think of other things that could take him back to Skyloft. A bottle could.
But that's on, like, the other side of the map, so... And they know that iDude is dead, so... I mean, obviously...
Scale! I assume they've done Malara since they did the other
They've
one
already
as
done
well.
shit, yes. And Malara, yeah. Okay, so Beetle has not shown up yet. Could be on a Bomb Rock, could be on Slingshot, could be on Deepwood's chest too.
Is there a beetle in Farron Woods? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, we have an item
Okay.
for that.
Only known bottle is Elven Child. Excellent.
Well, I mean, bottles aren't hard to find. They're just nice to have.
I mean, they could be if Bo is, like, on the dig spot in Summit.
Well, yeah, but... Pac-Man, why are you claw-shotting the
Yeah,
nest?
why would you claw shot that back?
Oh,
He didn't
the bees, like, disappeared immediately.
It looks like they aggroed onto the Boko, actually, because I saw it, like, aggro towards him. And then just kind of give up, I guess.
Kind of a very bizarre setup for keyboard. Yeah, you're not gonna have enough height. No amount of moving around is gonna help you with that.
Yeah, that's very far to the right.
What the? Okay, I guess the regular slash doesn't work too. Fuck that.
I thought it did.
Well, he tried, but it went way off to the side. It got doing our bowless goddess sword Levias.
The
Having
best
a lot of fun.
time to do Loias.
Again, I'm not sure if I would have done this, considering there's a few swords at large, and the bow. And Eldon is path to Skullbearer. So...
Well, doesn't that mean
not
that
not
Elden...
that bomb bag helps you, but like...
I mean, bomb bag is probably the item there, so...
Or the
It just
other
means
beetle.
that he can
Or the other
logically...
beetle.
Yeah?
And the other
I guess it
beetles
could be
in the
bow.
Farron.
It could be bow.
Oh, never mind, here's...
Oh, there's the beetle in Farron. So yeah, that means if bombs are in Farron, that logically our runners can full clear Earth Temple, I believe.
Yeah. Earth Temple.
Earth Temple
Cox.
sounds, and there's a sword in mines.
That's the one check that they couldn't do because they break.
Is that the... Oh, they did
because,
fail it.
because KitKat did break slides and they all did first landing.
Alrighty, so that's an unfortunate hint, really. I feel like that might be one of the hints, or one of the swords they try to skip if they find a... Yeah, I don't know if that's actually slower than just doing getting the boss key chest in Zanjip.
Well,
which
it
is
would be
very
really
slow.
convenient if our runners could get a small key for Sanchit, because then they could combine the boss key chest with doing like that version of mass skip, like opening the boss key door and using the statue.
It's true, that's relevant in Key Sanity.
Because they already have the boss key. And it's likely that Sanchit will be a go mode dungeon.
And I'm sure our runners are hoping to both find C-Chart as well. Alright, Kitkat does have 50 crystals, so I assume he's gonna head off to Skyloft if he can ever get off of Levias.
Oh, never mind. Betro's Sots, and there's another sword and sand chip.
Intriguing.
Maybe that'll bring him back to bat 50. Although,
What did Pack get to bring him back to Skyloft?
Betro's Sots, and
Oh, okay.
he caught taking a fall damage death.
And there's a sand chip small key. I was gonna comment about
sand chip. Aren't these runners potentially, if they really wanted to, they could be just bow and harp away from Go. If they did Bombless Scaldera, and
well, we know theoretically where bombs are. It just
I
depends on-
guess the other sword is also a bomb or hook beetle locked. But
have we had a Sots item on Betro
the
before
key's
the
key.
Ruby Tower?
But there's also Betro's Path to Moldarak. Yeah, it can't be the same item and it can't be Ruby Tablet. What else did we get on Betro? It's not Ferora's Courage. It has to be the Whip then. Or the Water Scale. Actually, wait, the Water Scale would make sense because we just got a Sand Chip small key. So
Yes.
if that locks another sword, then yeah, that would be Sots.
We'll have to lock two swords, right?
Yeah, but if it locks another sword that's not the boss key chest. Fair Trial is dead. So
So it seems like if the key is Sots, then the two swords and Sand Chip have to both be key locked, right?
it could be that,
Actually,
or
no.
the scale is Sots because
Yeah.
maybe there weren't enough crystal packs available without the cave's key. Because Jet Chest had a crystal pack, I think. No, what did it have? I can't remember what Jet Chest had.
Do we know that TMS isn't vanilla? Because that's another scenario where that.
EMS is not vanilla because Sealed Grounds is dead.
Oh, okay. Alright, so Pack is returning to Skyloft, but he's not returning to the side of Skyloft that would take him to bat 50.
He probably
which
wants
is
to get
very
rid of
unfortunate.
Curse Metal.
That's also a fair point. I mean, does he have anything in his pouch that's valuable at the moment?
No, but it would always suck if you got a bottle soon, and you couldn't do anything with it, especially with Kina in the equation. I guess it's not...
Also, have we resolved, like, Path to Moldarak if on Betro if it's Cave's Key, Scale, and Elden Tablet?
It's definitely Cave's Key, because that locks Emerald Tablet, which locks a Beetle.
Okay.
So yes, we do get a bunch of crystal packs, but some of those were in Sandsea. So there's a chance that they were not accessible without getting the Cave's Key, which would mean that crystal packs would be Sots.
For an early Betro, they'd be Sots for... Alright, so Pack is going, so he's
I
gonna
don't
get
think
this
any of our
offensive.
runners got 10 loose crystals, though, so that kind of throws a wrench into it. Oh, that's Path to Scaldera, the bomb bag.
Yeah.
Alright, and Pac-Man is not going to be orphaning that 50. That's good for him.
Well, I mean, it was Orphan, he just happened to go get it afterwards.
he's
not
going to be
ignoring it.
perpetually
Yeah, he's not gonna...
orphaning it.
Yeah, he's not gonna leave it behind.
Interestingly,
Which is-
Pac-Man was ahead, like, pretty much this entire seed.
I mean, unless Kitkat just happens to find some stuff here, like everything else he needs for Go mode, Pack is definitely still in this.
Well,
Crystal Logic is hard.
I think that may also mean that there is a French vanilla small key and a sword in the treasure room, for example, and then Whip is Path to, or Whip is Sots. Because
we
Whip
have
was also
Whip?
on Betro.
Oh,
Whip
Whip was
was
on
on-
Betro, okay.
Betro 30, I want to say.
Yeah, a lot of this depends on where the other Sandship Small Key is. And where the other sword is in Sandship. Or the other sword in general, for that matter.
Yeah. Still wondering.
We need a lot of very specific things to happen for Whip to be Sots, or yeah, and
Well,
for Scale to be
one of
Sots for
either.
the small.
One of either the whip or the. Well, hang on. I don't remember what was on the 30 chest. That wasn't a crystal pack.
The interesting thing about the Farron dip is that it seems like it's something that Kickhot will do after Elden, assuming he doesn't get the rest of his Go Mode items here.
We're still missing the Earth Temple slots. It could be the.
So did Pag? So Pag obviously did Sandsea since Emerald Tablet was in there.
Both of the runners did basically the same route up until after doing Skippers, at which point Pac-Man
up until Skippers.
Skipped Shipyard and didn't get the hint for Bet 50.
Oh, he skipped Shipyard and went to Pirates? Dang.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that play personally, but...
Yeah, but it ended up working out. So.
Yeah, but if he hadn't gotten that Petrosats hint, there's no telling that he would have ever gotten that. So.
First medal was there to be thankful for. That's... Okay, so...
I'm like, kind of surprised Pac-Man didn't do Levias before heading to Elden here.
Still missing a Tentacles patent, but we are still missing both Bow and Seashard, so it's like it's one of those. My best guess is the second beetle is in Earth Temple, and then Bow and Sea Chart. One of those is Path, and
I mean, those are like the only two path items that are still pathable, right? For Pentas?
Pretty much.
Unless Cave's Key is something, or like we just get the stupid claw shots path in.
Like, it's impossible. Like, there were only 3 progress items besides Ferrari's Courage. Wait, no, there were 4. There were 4 progress items on Bat, but they've all been hinted so far, except for the mystery Petrosats.
Wait, weren't there 4 progress items excluding Courage? Wasn't it Whip, Scale?
Yeah, that's what I mean. And then the
Emerald Tablet and something else. And
Cave's Key and Ruby Tablet were likely hinted for Path to
Mulligan. Well, no, wasn't Ruby Tablet hinted directly?
Yeah, that was sometimes hinted.
Okay.
Yeah, there was Skyloft Trial, but like, we've gone so long without the harp, which is also could be a Temple Slots, that it's probably not relevant anymore. Unless it has like Sea Chart.
If we get another Betro related hint and have all of Betro's stuff be hinted. That's 10 crystal packs behind Bat 50. That's important to note. Or 10 crystals behind Bat 50. That's a 60 or 65 for
65.
I think that actually
I think they've gotten 5 hits. At least 5 hits.
Well, no, I think that means there's 3 crystal packs. I think he had 50 exactly entering Skyloft or entering Elden. I'm not sure though.
That's probably the case.
If there are 2 more crystal packs in Elden, I think it means that crystal packs are Sots.
Right, because there was also a crystal pack in Farron on Grade 2. But there needs to be, at this point, likely 5, because it's like
there would have to be 5 crystal packs in Elden.
It's likely that both beetles are locked behind it. Ooh, KidCod's going to be able to avoid the curse medal, so that's good. And we got a useless team instead hint. One of these days, the interaction between Sometimes and Baron will be changed at some point, but not exactly consensus on how to do that.
Well, it's more so that there's not exactly consensus on how to handle the fact that it would break.
Well, that's what I mean,
hints.
because, like, you have to choose priority to one or the other, or the order in which they're placed, and then things get weird.
Yeah, everything's a little bit weird.
Fortunately for Raid, it doesn't look like anybody's going to be doing Dig Spot RP.
Poor Raid.
Alright.
Is Raid racing? I don't know. I don't know
No.
who's running today.
It's these two plus Floha and Jastix.
Oh, I thought Kickout wasn't racing. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for clearing that
That
up.
is
for me.
on the left. You open up the commentary page.
That was the joke. Yeah. I was memeing. Jeez. Was I that far off base?
Okay, I'm gonna have to step away for a moment, so...
Alrighty. Alright. Healthy seed for our runners, it seems like. It looks like Kid has 9 hearts. If I can count. Yeah, that looks like 9. Counting is the one thing I'm bad at, Smile. Notice how I never know anything about, like, counters on my stream. Or know when to change any of the counters on my stream, for that matter. You're asking too much of me now, chat. Look, I know Skyward Sword, and that's the only thing that exists in my brain. It is Skyward Sword and nothing else. Alright, Pac-Man trying this bomb throw and Kit Kat catching up to him a little bit here. Pac gets it. Let's see if Kit gets it first try. Yep, perfect. So just remember, guys, that Pac does not have the Earth Temple boss key here. So... there's a Skyview small key that's completely useless. Desert Sots and a Junk Hint. Alright, so Packy is gonna enter Earth Temple here. I don't know why he would do this without doing Levias. This is just asking to multi-trip this. He also skipped the bomb, excuse me? What the heck? I've never seen that before. He also skipped the 2x20 dig spot and the tower dig spot, so we're gonna see some new checks from Kigot here.
There's a sea chart.
Okay, there's sea chart. Where's our Path to Tantalus hint? Or our third path hint, if it's not Path to Tantalus.
I highly doubt that a Path to Tentacles hit was in place. There's still Bow. And there's also the Temple of Time hint stone. It's not in logic yet, but...
and the Summit hint stone. I know that there are 2 hints yet left. I'm just wondering, like, what the logical implications of that with the bottles are. Okay, there's the other Sandship small key, so that rules out the possibility of a French vanilla Sandship small key in the in Treasure Room, leading to Sots Chaos, which means Whip can't be Sots now, unless there are 3 swords in Sandship. Or I guess the second... do we know where the second beetle is?
No. Welcome, Raiders.
Yes, welcome, Raiders. From ZSR2, welcome to the Skyward Sword Randomizer weekly race. We're playing on Key Sanity today, which is one of our modes for the upcoming Season 2 tournament.
Made sure to go over that in the intro.
Look, I wasn't here for the intro.
Come on, aren't you supposed to be telepathic?
I wish. Kika did not get the first Sanchez small key. It was in Lake Floria.
Gratitude of
Gratitude
Freak
of a
Captain.
Freak.
Oh, Earth Temple.
Earth Temple.
So there's another Sots item here.
So Bow and...
well, there
is
could
that
also be
Bow
Harp.
and Seed Chart are both... I guess,
It could
yeah.
also be Harp, and then...
So there's another item, important item in Earth Temple here. I don't know. I still stand by the thought that this is a bad play from Pack doing this without the boss key. I don't know if bad is the right word. So
another sword to make Levias go faster, but like
I don't think the time you save on Levias with an extra sword is comparable to the amount of time you spend just walking through all of Earth Temple.
Yeah.
Or like doing it a second time.
You can't like make a shortcut or anything. You gotta go all the way.
Yeah. Earth Temple's a fast dungeon to cross through, thankfully, but still, the sword does not save that much time on Levias.
Ooh, getting the
Did he just like slip through the cracks?
He tried to do a final blow, and then because the Lizalfos is on the edge, sort of landed. In fact, we might see it. Okay, no, it's fine.
I've never seen that before.
But yeah, Kid Cod, I guess, has to do key seating.
Yeah, I was gonna say
high.
that was sketchy. I feel like he didn't back up far enough, I think.
Yeah, because when you back up, you'll aim lower.
Yeah, you get a lower angle. So Big God's trying to do a trick there with a keys to get an angle for a Skyward Strike to hit that rope so that he can cut it without the bow or a beetle.
Once thought to be tests only, we recently found out not recently, we found a setup.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah, sometimes it can be quite mean.
For the people in chat who are curious and don't know, okay, there's the heart. And don't know, the keys that you yeet is named Archibald C. Yeatington III. So, he is named like all good mob enemies used for various tricks are in this game. Is it 9th? Am I crazy? I'm only half awake, despite having been
definitely not. Wait, since when was it the 9th? I never remember that being a thing.
Everyone's now confused. I have done my job and sowed the seeds of doubt.
Whatever, I'm just glad I didn't play this. Like, I decided not to because I kind of wanted to do CJ server death swap later, if anybody else is down for that. But
yes, Pseudo is the one who coined it. I think it was when I was learning Keyski, actually. Pack doing that jump on the left side, which may or may not work. Okay, it does work. I've never seen anyone do it on
the lower academy cutoff is a lot more picky than the upper academy one.
No, the upper academy one is not picky at all.
Well,
wait,
I said a lot
that?
more picky.
Okay, yeah, I'm just brain barely working.
Although, if I were Pac-Man, I probably would have just stayed on the splash screen rather than bit saving. But
I mean, he might want the bit save new game file for later.
I'm not sure what for though. There's not really.
He has C chart, right? I was to say C chart or Sand C skip, but he has C chart.
Yeah, you went too far. I think there's some possible way that you can save that without redoing bit if you like load different scene flags, but I guess if you
if you can get the scene flags to refresh.
I think I've done that once with like the Fledge text RBM.
Alright, so Kigot did successfully yeet the keys. So he's gonna be running around the Earth Temple here. Did we see a hint for West Wing, or are our runners just skipping it?
I think they're just skipping it. I don't think we ever saw a hint for that. To be fair, if you leave it for last, then... Well, I guess... So you could, like, do, But there's access to the one bottle that we know about.
Yeah?
But it's like...
I see, what I like doing with West Wing is either save scumming, bit scumming, death warping, various things. To get out of here fast. So I will usually save it. Like, I usually do West Wing last. Or, actually, this is a good timing as well, because Kickout's going to want a Death Warp after the Bomb Bag Chester reload.
The counter argument is that you can only get the Lizalfos chest after Death Warping anyway. So you skip having to look through twice. And apparently Pac-Man is skipping this. You don't have the boss key, my friend. You don't have the boss key.
Heck, you don't have the buzz key.
Maybe he's just really gambling on like a sword on the boss key chest.
He also skipped the guarded by Lizalfos chest, didn't he? And the
he just went straight for the
boulder. He skipped both of the boulder rolling back boulder chests.
He is mocking me, clearly.
Look, guys, I'm a mod in Yao's Twitch chat, which means I have to mock him both in chat and in person, quote unquote. Since this is just a VC.
In cyberspace.
Yeah.
Assuming that Twitch streams aren't cyberspace as well, for some reason.
Now we're getting a little meta. What, because the amount you bully me?
Alright, we're gonna see Link of VVB getting bit saved. Wait, what was on the bus key chest? I wasn't looking.
Map.
Oh. Well, I mean, at least the lava fall is down now. Okay. What can I say? Save?
Huh?
He
doesn't realize he doesn't have the boss key. Heck,
oh,
man,
no.
my dude. He forgore.
The door is locked tight and will not open.
I hope he didn't forgore where the item is.
Well... People leave. Not even getting the other dig spots here, just leaving. Oh, never mind, there's another bottle.
Forgot the
No
bottle.
Elden Trial.
Skipped the bottle.
No Elden Trial.
Heck, my
Very
dude.
sad.
Pack's playing so aggressively when he really doesn't need to. Pack also doesn't know that Earth Temple is path to Tendalus. Pack, why are you going back to the Nehru? Are we sure Pack saw the hint?
He probably wants to get the sword first.
I guess, yeah, if he's gonna get this sword anyway, I guess this is fine. This sword is just so slow.
Well, Nehru saw tent where?
Oh yeah, that too. Someone
I
saw
missed
Nehru saw hint. No, I think that might have been
I
Was
don't
that
see
the other
any of my
hint?
notes.
I think that was while you were gone. I think.
Oh, was that the one where the other hint was the junk hint about back in time?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Because I missed the first part. Oh, that's already like 6 Sots hints. Definitely pushing the limits of the distro. It was not Thrilldugger. Thrilldugger was Robot and Brig is Dead and E.T. Path to Temples. Yeah, LMF boss key.
The LMF small key.
Well, yeah, there were both of them.
Well, yeah. I mean, what are the odds that the small key ends up being relevant?
Pretty much have to just have the bow be in the key locked room. And Hook Beetle is still a no-show. Wonder if Pac-Man will be doing LMF before taking care of Levias.
I mean, if he ends up in otherwise go mode, then yeah, I could see him doing that because he's just here. Nice break slide from Kit Kat. Unbuffered. I should have prefaced that correctly. Alright. So Pack is choosing to go out of mines that way.
Skyward striking invisible enemies.
Yeah, there's actually enemies there, right?
Well, but you can't reach them. At least not with the Sky. Get caught doing boomer strats.
Ollie, yeah. Can't say I blame him.
The zoomer strats aren't that hard.
Yeah, but he learned the boomer strats first.
Yes, that's true, but I also did that. And then I switched.
Didn't you figure out all the zoomer strats for Rando?
Not for no. Well, but he has got a sword, so it's the same as vanilla. That's what I mean. And I did not figure any of this out. These we saw earlier. Nice pouch. Only the bottle is a pouch item. I guess also the cursed metal over there, but. Not even seeing any hash browns or other metals. Keeping the chest near the party wheel. I guess banking on LMF. Yeah. It's like, if you gotta pick and choose things to skip, I'm not sure why it would be this. For 2 Earth Temple boss keys. Yeah, we secretly duplicated every boss key.
For 2 Earth Temple boss keys. Now that would be something. Yeah, I would rather full clear desert than full clear LMF. Also, I would never get the small key chest without also doing east side or west side. Like, you would never not pair them.
Because when you do east side, you like appear next to that chest anyway.
And west side if you want to open the shortcut door anyway.
We just have like the truest Master Sword.
That's what the Link to the Past community calls ludicrous speed. They like quadruple the size of the progression pool or something and put 4 copies in. Oh, he's just bit warping. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. actually.
Does it though? I mean, I guess.
Well,
Maybe he wants to-
relatively speaking. I guess
if he wants to-
this is a good play when you consider, or a decent play when you consider the hint, because this is how you would do the dungeon anyway.
Yeah.
I forgot that he could just go and do the bit warp. To be fair, that's on me. Just commentary brain forgetting everything that's relevant at the exact moment. This is one of those things where, like, he's there and he has to do it anyway. But if he was just gonna leave without doing Desert, I understand this play. But if he's gonna go back in and do the rest of Desert, this is a weird play. I mean, he had to exit mine somehow. He could have death warped, I guess. I don't know how much health he had. I think we got LMF Baron, not that I know of, at least. I assume he's just go-moding the dungeon, would be my thoughts. Okay. I'm not sure what pathing he's taking here. Okay, he is go-moding, he's just skipping everything. If he gets a good item, like, or a good hint on the hint stone, like, this could be a Giga Brain play. But I do kind of have a feeling he has forgotten where the Earth Temple boss key is. Desert Sots could be Bow, but it could also just be LMF boss key. A second Desert Sots would be really interesting, because it could mean that, that there's something in, East Wing of LMF. That's Keela.
To be fair, Pac-Man is also still missing the Earth Temple's Path of Tentacles hint, so in his mind there's still one out there.
Oh, that's actually a really good point. He just skipped Thrill Digger. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Having a little bit of trouble putting in the arrow here.
Guys, it's not an arrow. Please.
Yes, it is.
It's not an arrow.
Yes, it is. In the correct orientation, it is.
Pac's having some calibration issues, it looks like. Happens. Happens to the best of us. There we go. See, much better. I swear to God, Chad. I don't even think about the rotation anymore, I just do them.
Yeah, it's like if you're holding your remote forwards, you tilt it towards the back right corner of your room, basically.
I can't even think about it, I just do it. But yeah, that sounds correct. LMF is the hardest one, actually. Like,
yeah.
No cap. I mean, Sandship's literally a quarter turn.
Gotta be an Earth Temple you can easily see.
Yeah.
This stone is baby easy because one side is different from the other.
Yeah.
And then Fire Sanctuary.
Fire Sanctuary is just like a 180-degree
down.
turn vertically or something. Is it 180? Yeah, 180 degrees vertically. I think AC is also just like a 90-degree vertical turn.
Something like that.
With a slight rotation. All I know is that I can't do the AC boss key in a single motion. Because I know that like I do like a forward flick to get it to the right like orientation so that the flower setup is correct, and then I have to rotate to get it to the exact position. Alright, so Keiko's picking up that statue to hedge his bets against a potential hook beetle locked item on Desert Sots. Although the Desert Sots is technically resolved. Pick up the heart container. He did. So far nothing has panned out in Desert for Kick Out here. Pac-Man serenading us along the way here. An ancient cistern small key. How very useful.
It's accelerated
Alright.
canon access.
It's accelerated. Oh, Ganon access. I thought you said Ganon access, and I was really confused.
It stops in retreat. And Kina's dead. So Skylab Trail Hint has to be on that one summit, so no. Trail having bow would be great.
It would not be great for our runners.
Well, yeah, but when has that ever stopped us?
I'm honestly kind of surprised that Kickout did not go for the Summit Hintstone. Pac, what are you? Oh, he's getting the soup. I was like, Pac, what are you doing?
Horned Colossus Beetle.
Well, I'm surprised he didn't go back for it, I mean. Also, yes, thank you for the raid, 203. Welcome to some key sanity that's kind of tame, I guess.
The keys have all been quite early.
Though I think the worst key we've seen so far is the Earth Temple boss key on Levias. Which tripped up Pac-Man Power Ghost, unfortunately. He forgot he didn't have it, and tried to complete Earth Temple without it. Very unfortunate.
Also, yeah, Keikato's been on Monkey Battery this entire run.
I love that the Wii's battery, or that the batteries in the Wii modes last like an extra 8 hours after you hit Monka battery mode. But people with rechargeables like myself just like put him on the charger as soon as you hit that, or as soon as the run is over that you do that with.
Yeah.
Because you always have an extra pair lying around, and it's not wasteful to not leave them to drain.
Sometimes I forget to do that, and I also only have one pair.
I specifically made sure I bought a 2-pack so that I could just rotate them. Plus, then how else are you gonna play two-player games, Smile?
Just split the batteries.
That was funnier than it had any right being. Oh my god.
What do you mean it's dangerous?
One of your rechargeables just died it? Oh no. Just find something that requires 3 batteries. Although finding things that require batteries that don't just come with their own battery, like rechargeables nowadays, is pretty rare. Minus, I guess, like some kids' toys, which take like cell batteries. Yeah, just like get a really sharp knife and cut your Wiimote down the middle. But you have to do it lengthwise, so that way you split the battery pack as well.
Remember, like, years ago when 1,000-degree knife videos were all the rage? Yeah, just use one of those.
Just attach the knife to a hydraulic press.
Combine with the cake stuff of now.
Just fill the other battery compartment with tinfoil.
Yeah, when's the crossover between 1,000-degree knife and cake?
And hydraulic presses. That would be funny, I think.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a thing that, like, circulated on whatever social media platform was popular at the time? That you could, like, replace a AA battery with a AAA battery and buffer it with, like, aluminum foil to fill the gap? And it just wouldn't last very long.
Oh, right. Kid caught his entry interference for the first time.
Yeah, anyway, back to Skyward Sword. Kid's not really gonna find much here. He's gonna find a beetle.
Unless the bomb rocks have something.
Oh, true. He has bomb bag impacted now. That's a good point.
Yeah, and Pac-Man skipped Slingshot, so... Baji was nothing because...
Steel Grounds is barren.
It's a golden skull, though.
Slingshot hinted? Is Owlin hinted? Both very important questions that I don't know the answer to, since I, was late. Alan's dead, okay.
Yeah, we know Alan's dead.
Balanced as all things should be.
Well, I'm glad you showed up because I'm going to have to leave in about 15 minutes, so...
Well, that's alarming.
Yeah.
But glad I got home when I did,
It's unfortunate, too, because that means that if I want to join Death Swap, then we'd have to do it at DGen times for EU people.
Alright, so Kidgod's going straight to Lake Floria here, which I think is an interesting play. Which means he also hasn't done the... I guess he could be... Actually, he knows that the Lake Floria chest is dead, so he could just do the 2 here and go to, and then come back out and do Machi. In which case, this is an interesting routing decision. But...
Pac-Man going to be setting up for Tendalist Skip here.
Second back, what are you doing? I'm very confused.
I mean, this is fine-ish. He's already here. Wait, did he specifically go out of his way to go here?
Yeah, he got the Earth Temple boss key and then came back here.
Then this is a little bit questionable, unless he's gambling on Combo Lock having the bow.
That's a very specific gamble.
He's saving as well? Oh wait,
He's
no.
copying his file. Yeah, he's making his Bitmagic setup. Okay, so Gion is still not doing Slingshot. So this routing is interesting. I'm not really sure why you would route this way.
Expertly not getting bodied by the moblin. And that's 70 crystals. I believe that's all crystal packs now.
Nice camera moment. Pack? What are you?
Can't be early Thunder hit. Is it Dig Spot RBM? Or maybe he's safe scumming the Hitstone.
Probably that, the Hintstone, I think.
Oh, there's the bow. Well,
why did Pack not get that when he was in Farron?
he didn't have bomb bag.
Oh, that was a bomb rock. I thought that was Great Trade. Okay.
Yeah, no. Great Tree was the last crystal pack. So, I believe that's go mode for Kid. Well, no, he doesn't. Well, that's a no mode. Unless the other sword is locked behind another. Wait, no, he has.
Whip.
Does he have the small key from Lake Floria yet?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, well, yeah, then he's in no mode. Because regardless of where the swords are, he can get both of them in Sandship. And he knows that there's one in Mines.
Jack, what are you? Can you do this? Does this work?
Can you do what? You probably can. I mean, that all the towers are the same length, right? You can do it with the other towers, so it should work with this.
I didn't know if you could reach it with that bomb throw.
Well, I mean,
I didn't know if all the towers were the same distance away or what.
Picking up that beetle.
So Pac, why didn't you save scum that? I guess he wants to keep the key?
Maybe?
He doesn't have a... I'm assuming the bomb throw.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kickhot is in go mode. Alright, so, yeah. Going backwards through mines, fine.
Wait, no, but... so he's gonna have to pay the price, because earlier, instead of finishing out mines by blowing up the rocks, he death warped. So now he's gonna have to.
Oh, he didn't blow up the rock. Okay.
So I mean, if I were him, I would have just landed at the mine's entry and gone to the statue that way.
He doesn't even have bombs equipped. I think maybe he forgot.
Wait, what?
Huh?
When did he go back? Or did he blow up the rock and then death warp? That might have been it.
And that would make sense. Nice break slide. Hitting his unbuffereds.
It must feel good to get, although usually when I do unbuffereds, I just curl to the left or right. Because my ESS isn't exactly backwards. Alright, well... I'm going to have to leave now, so...
Have fun with whatever you got going on.
Yeah, and have fun watching the rest of it.
Alright. He got death warping out to head back. And he's gonna be headed to the ship. So Kickout's gonna be headed towards the ship. He's probably gonna set a potential skip file on the way here. I'd be very surprised if he didn't. They do element first. That also makes a lot of sense, actually. So Kika's just doing the same thing Pac did earlier, bit warping to get past the barrier in LMF, and then just doing the dungeon normally. I'm gonna do a quick little jump slash here to go a little faster. And he's just gonna summon the minecart, if his whip would latch onto the switch, that is. Why wouldn't... Are you gonna death warp, Pac? What are you doing here? What? I'm a little confused as to what Pac is doing. Oh, he has no bombs. He can't death warp. And he ran past the spikes, which is... certainly a thing that you can do. Sorry, Pac. Hey, Pac, you can do Skirbo. That's a thing. I mean, I'm assuming he's gonna watch it back at some point. As far as I know, Pac usually watches back restreamed races that he's on. Alright, let's see what's... Do we know what this is? I don't think we do. I don't think we saw a hint, but sometimes hint for this. It's just a heart piece. Pac also, I believe, at 9 hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the hearts are gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. I'm not really sure what you were looking for, Pack. 9 arts. Alright, so where does Pack go next? Does he go for the shipyard hint? It looks like he's gonna go for the shipyard hint. Not doing the cutscene skip here, SMH my head. Oh, actually. Can he do the cutscene skip? I don't actually know. Because he doesn't need to do the mask sequence. So he's just going to do mask skip, I assume. Actually, if he's doing mask skip, he can't lower the lifeboat because it messes with the setup. Unless he's going to do exit mask skip or boss, or captain to cabin mask skip. Well, actually, he has to get the sword in masked anyway. Actually, he can't do mask skip because he needs to explore Sandship looking for a sword. Right. He needs to explore the ship. Pac-Man's gonna go through Disneyland a little bit here. Ancient Disneyland, that is. Because this is very clearly Disney's first prototype. Built however many years ago. How many years ago were the Linear robots a thing? Is it like 1,000 years ago? Multiple thousands? Multiple hundreds? I don't know, many could be 50 years ago. Although I don't think the entire desert dries up in 50 years. Many many's. So at least 50 many's. I got it. Okay, so Pac-Man now knows that Alan is dead, excuse me. Kid's really hoping that the sword is just right here. But alas, it's not. But our stoic race leader has no reaction. Because we have his camera on the commentary page. That sounds correct. I believe it. Alright, so we should do Captain's Cabin right now. Yep. So you want to enter the cabin in the past. So Pac's getting a little punished by his routing choice here. And because Pac's been in and out of these places so many times. further in the past. The past, or like the Lanayru Desert past. But the implication of, you know, Hylia's realm being older than the Lanayru Desert Pass is really interesting. Which it kind of has to because the dragon exists in the past in the Lanayru Desert. And is sick, which means he had to exist for probably some time before that. So I'm assuming that Hylia didn't create the dragon sick, or did not appoint a sick dragon to guard the Song of the Hero. Which is also really interesting, because that means that Link, who is our first hero, like, canonically is the first hero, came thousands of years after Hylia, like, and all of that. So, it's really interesting from a timeline perspective. And I don't know how long passes in between others, like, between Zelda games, but... Pac, why didn't you just run up the cage the first time? You know, that's also a fair point. Pack trekking too far forward into the text trigger. Sad. Also, for some reason, the heart container music works in specifically that chest in Sandship. I think that's the only other chest that works. Well then, did Hylia have the power of the Triforce during that battle? Or had the Triforce not, like... The battle was over the Triforce, I think. A girl boss? Interesting that Kit Kat would gamble on this chest over doing generators. Because he only has to do half the generator sequence. Kit Kat and this chest only go hand in hand when you don't have bow. Alright, so the second sword is in Treasure Room. Yeah, there's a second sword hinted in Sandship. Also, these bokoblins completely lack object permanence. And then the game itself lacks object permanence as soon as you pull them off the camera. Oink. Pat. Oh, Pat did not get sanded there. Did he already do shortcut chest? I guess he did that on his like first trip. Through desert. Nope. You know, it's still a no-show and no hinted. So. Also, can we talk about the Vanilla Sandship music for a second on Kid Cod's side? Or at least vanilla-ish. I don't know if this is actually the vanilla track. I'm like 99% sure it is. Oh, is he not doing music, Rando? SMH. There's the Sandship map. There's the Golden Skull. There's a Fire Sanctuary small key. There's the Hook Beetle. Oh my god, is it gonna be a Sword on Tentacles heart container? The sword is either on the Tentacles heart container or the last check of the dungeon. Now this is something we have not seen in a very long time. Something on the Tentacles heart container, I mean, specifically. Maybe he forgore. Why is everyone forgoring everything this seed? So we're seeing a Tentalus fight. We're gonna see a Tentalus fight for the first time in a very long time on this channel, or in SSR, in general, not just on this channel. SMH Muzu. Guy's gonna be real mad when he finds out he's gonna have to fight Tentalus. Okay, why do you go to this corner to do the fight? I always go to one of the inside corners, because it prevents the tentacle from spawning to grab you. Never finish Earth Temple. He was even back in Elden. Heck. Doing mast skip, which is a bold move, knowing that there's a second sword in Sandship. Also, Pack, don't forget the sword in the captain's cabin, please. I mean, we don't know that the sword is Tentalus heart container, but if he does Tentalus skip, he's gonna be in not good shape. Also, he's entering this in the wrong time. Unless you have to do that to do this version of Mass Skip, I don't actually know. Yeah, but that's a huge gamble. Alright. It is not the heart container. It is a vanilla sword upgrade. Kit is absolutely 100% in Go mode now. But yes, Pog Vanilla sword indeed. I think Snipe would be nuts, actually. But not unsurprising. I mean, yeah, but it doesn't really matter how fast Kikot's late game is if Jaznix's is going to be just as fast. I completely skip generators, or did I just miss him doing them? Also, Demise, just about dead here. This would be an insane snipe at this point. Jeez. With an official race time of 2:30 flat. GG's, Kika. I assume we will be joined by him for an interview, but we'll see. He does usually join us. I believe I have heard him join us.
Yo, what's up?
Hello, KitKat. GG.
Why did I win this? I really shouldn't have won this. I can already tell you 2 mistakes I made.
Alright, well, you might as well.
Number 1, I did a clear of an area with bombs when I really didn't have to.
I mean,
Like,
easy trap to fall into.
I mean, actually, okay, well, here's the thing, right? I was thinking, right, I forgot that the desert sots was resolved by the boss key, so I was like, okay, well, I'm probably gonna get either bow or beetle here, so if I find another sword there, then I can potentially skip Farron. And I found, like, Nish, so I was like, great, I'll just... And, yeah, so that was that. Second thing, I mean, this is more of like in hindsight sort of thing, but I feel like that with Key Sanity, there's like, or like with a niche situation like this, where you have the boss key and you just need the sword, I feel like there's a reason to like... I mean, basically one thing that you could do is, like, do, like, a little bit of sand, do the not whip lock checks of Sandship, right? And then do, Tantalus, and then go back to the whip checks. I feel like, I mean, obviously in hindsight this would have worked out amazingly, but I feel like that because the Tantalus fight is quote-unquote required, you'd lose less time if you're wrong. I don't know.
I mean, if you're... I don't think that that's smart, because you could just skip the Tantalus fight. If it's not locked.
But the Tantalus fight only skips 90 seconds, and skipping the whip checks skips a few minutes.
Yeah, but you have to consider, like, what is everyone else gonna do? No one else is gonna... Like, I don't think anyone's realistically gonna do that.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that Pac just did it. Potentially. That we think.
I don't know. I feel like that there's like, I don't know, I feel like there's a strat there for like a niche situation like that, but I don't know, it needs more thought about it. But no, I'm surprised I won this. I feel like there's like 1,000,001 ways for someone to beat me here. I'm surprised that Jazik still hasn't finished. I'm very curious as to hear what he did. Although I don't know if he'll be in a... I don't know.
He's got the strat doc open on his stream. I wonder what strat he's looking for. Oh, probably the Scaldera 2 cycle.
I don't know. I mean, I won, so that was like yay. But I don't know. I didn't play. I didn't play up to my standards, even though my standards are basically perfect. Also, but my execution was a little bit all over the place. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. It was just kind of just a mess. It was. I mean, it was a. It was a controlled mess, I would say. It didn't lose me too much time in places, but yeah. Yeah, no, honestly, no, okay. Also, if you're paying close attention to me, you would notice that I orphaned 2 checks. I orphaned Summit and the hint as well. Or the item behind it. And I also orphaned behind statue, which was amazing, right? Because that's where the sword was. And, like, I'm normally not one to, like, orphan checks, but, like, I felt really behind in the... Because I essentially just, like, full cleared the early game. I lost locations the first item, whatever it was. So I was like,
I was not here for the beginning of the race, so this is all news to me.
Yeah. I was like, right, I kind of need to kick this into, like, I need to kind of, like, kick this into the next gear and just kind of, like, start skipping checks, but skip it in a very, like, controlled way. Because I didn't want to, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Skipping checks in a controlled way is an important rando skill.
Yeah. Like, I'm not, like, I'm always that guy that says don't orphan stuff, because that's how you lose races, but in my mind, if I didn't orphan stuff, I was going to lose anyway, so I was like, eh.
There's a difference between orphaning checks and strategically skipping them.
Yeah, right. I feel like just in general, like, that and, like, delaying checks is something I need to get better at. It's like, I don't know.
Jasnix also did a lot of stupid, so...
Yeah, okay. Jasnix, did you do, Linnea with bombs? Because I feel like if you didn't, you could have beat me here. I feel like, again, I've said... Okay, yes, okay. Oh no, yeah. Oh, did you, like, forget that LMF boss key was resolved the same as I did? That's hilarious if you did. Because I went to Linnea thinking, right, okay, well, it's either, like, Bow or Beetle. I just forgot about LMF boss key. Yeah. I also failed key seat once, so it's like, I guess on the execution side it wasn't that great. I don't know, I'm very curious as to, like, how...
It just happens.
Yeah. Well, I think that time it's like I saw the key slap, like he's a little bit high up, and I was like, yeah, no, that was too high.
You expect from a Wind Waker player? Jasnix, you better not be leaving us. That's amazing.
I mean, I've also started getting to like Wind Waker on the side as well. Expect a me versus Jasnix race soon, TM.
Oh boy.
Let me like learn all this shit, because storage in Wind Waker never ends. But no, yeah. I don't know, I mean, I guess it kind of, yeah. Okay.
Pac played very strangely, from what I saw at least. He forgot he didn't have the Earth Temple boss key. He routed some stuff strangely. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he has just defeated Scaldera, so... Yeah, he definitely was. Until he did Earth Temple without the boss key.
Oh, so did he like get to the door and just like try to open it? It was like, yeah, it's not open. Yeah, okay.
Honestly, he was probably in winning contention until he just, like, kinda just started doing random things in random orders after the boss key mess up.
Did he like escape the bottleneck before me?
I don't know. I wasn't here for the... I didn't get here till like an hour in.
Alright, I'm asking chat that, because they should have the answer, but yeah. I don't know, again, I kind of like... What was the item that... Well, I think it was like, what? Ruby Tablet, I think? It was either Ruby Tablet or Emerald Tablet, one of the two. Which bottlenecks? One of the... I think... Oh, the Caves Key one. The Caves Key bottleneck. I feel like I lost location Caves Key. Like, that wasn't great for me. Jasnix is an idiot. pretty rare in the context of SSR, but I'm very curious to see what he says.
Tell us something we didn't already know.
Skipped LMF hub room check.
What was in the hub room of LMF?
Yeah, I skipped the entirety of LMF. I just like went into it and was like, yeah.
There was a sword in there? Oh no! No one on Restream got that sword.
That's hilarious.
Everyone
Honestly,
just go-moded LMF. Because we
Yeah.
knew where all the swords were.
Honestly, I just kind of I just forgot that like 4 swords exist, and I was like, right, well, I know what all my swords are. Yeah. Ugh. Okay.
Oh man, what a seed. Yao rolled you guys a doozy.
I guess, I mean, and as far as seeds goes, it wasn't like, assuming you played well, it wasn't too bad. I think it was more me than Jasnik's was like not great, rather than the seed itself wasn't. I don't know. It didn't. If you played perfectly, the seed didn't seem too bad, but neither of us played perfectly, so.
Yeah, he had to run away.
Yeah. I mean, again, like, dude, this seed would have been so much better if the bow was in, like, flipping Lanayru, because then it's like, I'd basically skip the entirety of Farron at that point.
I mean,
Well, maybe
the
not-
location wasn't that bad if you did Farron last, so...
Yeah, no, true, yeah. But, yeah.
Which
I mean,
is
the bow-
totally viable if you have the Bat 50 hint, given the rest of the mature layout.
Jazix, how many times did you go to Farron? Did you, like, full clear it just, like, with one go? Or did you, like, double dip it or more? Because I went to it as, like, late as possible. 2, okay, interesting. Yeah, I kind of, like... Yeah, I think... I mean, I was presented with the opportunity to go to Farron, or, I mean, there was, like... No, you skipped Shipyard Hint. Wow, okay. Yeah, I got Shipyard Hint, which was, which, as we all know, was, Ruby's tablet on Patrol 50, right? Going into Stronghold, I was actually debating getting 5 more crystals to go to, like, to get Ruby tablet and get, like, 10 in total. That was more just kind of me thinking, okay, how aggressive do I really want to go? Because at this point, I'm thinking, right, Jazix has to be ahead of me. Because, again, my early game wasn't great. But thankfully, in the last, or in the last chest, there were crystals, so the game kind of made that decision for me. Like, yeah, this is like 10 times more convenient. Yeah. I feel like that's another... Okay, so that's one way how I gained an edge on you, is kind of more convenient Farron routing. I mean, what was the time difference between us? Like 3 minutes. Like, probably like a hefty chunk of the 3 minutes, I'll be honest. But yeah, no, I mean, I know there's definitely like both on like our ends we could have like done something and like easily won this. Like had I remembered about the sots, or had I done like what's it called? Had I done Tentless before Whip from obviously hindsight's 2020, but in this seed it would have absolutely worked.
I think just leaving us for Wind Waker SMH. Pack, please don't die. Does Pack have a fairy?
I don't know.
And he has taken a death. No fairy, it seems like.
Will Flo get this night? Oh. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I mean, I've kind of said everything about the scene, you know, I'm happy that I won against Jasnix, because that's very rare nowadays, but again, I don't know, I didn't play well. But, you know. I'll take a dub. I'll take it. If this means anything, it means that Jazzix isn't human, or is human actually, which is a good thing.
Yeah, Jasmix has always been human, unfortunately. He's just too good at being human.
I mean, with how he was playing not too long ago, you know, like, I mean, winning and then it's just straight up, like, beating everyone by, like, tens of minutes, it's like, I don't know. He's good at game, so, you know. When he suddenly isn't good at game, it's, like, surprising.
I mean, I don't think he lost this race by not being good at the game. I may be an idiot, but at least I'm an idiot who's good at the game!
Yeah.
Thank you, Jasmix.
I mean, I'm not saying that this is, like, your fate or something. You're obviously gonna thrash everyone anyway, but... I don't know. Honestly, yeah. At the end of the day, this seed was just whoever made the least amount of mistakes, which happened to be
Not
me.
every seed, though, let's be honest.
True.
Alright, Pat gets horde skip this time.
I mean, I'm normally an idiot, but to know that you can sometimes be an idiot as well, Jazzix, is like... I don't know. It's nice.
Everyone's an idiot!
I'm used to it. But yeah, no.
We're all idiots together.
Yay.
Pat, this is so sketchy. Please don't die. You don't have a fairy here. If he gets billied... I mean, he has 4 hearts, but he still hasn't gone past archers. Okay, he just did a damage those archers. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, Peck. Go off, King. Alright. So Pack's gonna fight G3 here. I almost said G2, which is the wrong boss. Technically speaking, it's G0 if you think about it, but...
Yeah.
Don't think about it too hard or you might realize that I'm just wrong.
I mean, in terms of a timeline perspective, from an onlooker, yeah, I guess.
In a cosmic sort of sense. Well, to be fair, we didn't beat Garahim at all this seed, so lore-wise, this is Garahim 1. Can you imagine if this was the Garahim 1 fight, and then they just, like, made it even worse for the other 2 fights somehow? This is the first boss of the game. Talk about intense.
I mean, okay, well, I mean, Garahim as a boss isn't, like, even, like, 1, 2, 3 isn't too difficult, it's just, like... I mean,
Yeah, but I mean,
like,
if this was the... If this was the first boss of the video game...
Yeah, that's, like, hilarious. Oh, no, I mean... Could you imagine if, like, Skyward Sword did that, like, thing in, like, movies where it's, like, you start at the end and then you kind of... Like, or like the first scene is the final scene and then the second scene is the first scene from like a timeline perspective. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's like... It's almost like a movie like shows you the end and then goes like, I don't know, like few months earlier and then shows you the movie. I don't know. Imagine if Skyward Sword was like that.
And then it Skyrims you. Hey you, you're finally awake. I bet you're wondering how I got here. Combine all the memes.
Yeah.
How many memes can we put in one opening sequence?
So yeah, Pac-Man finishing up Demise here. Flo still has a small chance to snipe him.
Be a one heck of a snipe.
Would be indeed. Ah, man, he's dead.
Rip Pac-Man.
More room for Flo to make the snipe happen.
Speaking of Zelda's letter. Jazzix added a comment. Jazzix changed their comment. I swear, if Jazzix changes comment to we're like a big idiot family or something.
Okay, I don't. I mean, here's the thing. Did Pac-Man do anything like? What was Pac-Man's routing like? Because I don't think we've talked about it in depth. Although I mean, he'll probably have a lot to talk about when he gets here. But I don't know what the gist of it was. At least from what you saw, CJ. Because I know you joined a bit late.
That was the audio that plays at the start of the game when you get Zelda's letter. Is what I meant to do. Alright, and GG's to Pac-Man. Finishing with a live split time of 2:50:55 and an official race time of 2:50:56.
Nice.
Let's see if we're gonna get him in here for a.
Yeah, he'll definitely talk about the seed. Yeah, when he gets here. But that's it's.
If I could find him in the race, if I could find the race time room, it might. Like, only 7 tabs that I have open for once in my life.
I assume that's like a record low.
Well, it's this window only has 7 tabs.
Okay, well.
We'll ignore the other window. Hello, Pag.
The other window with like 30 tabs. Hey, yeah, Pac-Man.
I'd just like to say I've had the exact same amount of sleep as I have my runtime, so I'm not.
Pag.
Nice.
Need sleep.
No sleep
Yes.
gang.
I played like shit, rated like shit. Where was Team X? I want to know.
Oh, it was the first chest in LMF apparently.
What's up, chest?
I don't know how we know this, but Jazzix told us after the race that it was there and that he skipped it. So.
You could have done like. No, you can't. I don't know. No, you couldn't.
Could have done Tentacle skip if you had gotten that.
I was hoping for like a bow or like getting the sword so I could just skip dungeons entirely. But no, then I forgot that I didn't pick up my boss key for ET. Like, I had to walk all the way back.
You forgore.
Died
Yeah.
a horde, died a demise. Like, right.
I guess you could say you met your demise.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a really bad joke.
Bo was in a really shit spot. At least for hints wise. On the path through bombs, I guess. But like bombs is like everything. So
Yeah, I think bombs ended up being pathed to every dungeon
Yeah, I think
because of the hook beetle placement in
yeah,
Treasure
yeah,
Room.
right. Where was the other beetle? Actually, I only got
Interesting.
one beetle. I never got the other one.
Other one was somewhere. One was in Treasure Room. Where was the other one?
Oh no, yeah, no, it was Treasure Room. That's yeah, no, sorry, I forgot that I ended it with hook beetle. Yeah, the other one was like Fair. No, the other one was Farron. That was hinted. Oh yeah, that was hinted fairly the other thing in like one of the original ones. Yeah, I think that's why I say me going to Linnea instead of Farron was a mistake because it's like had I remembered that the Linnea slots had been solved, I'd probably gone to Farron so I could have rushed my dungeons. But yeah, no, I mean, like, my biggest mistakes was, I mean, yeah, number one, that. Number two, my execution wasn't that great. I guess we'll say the sword as well, because honestly, going through LMF, I just kind of forgot that, like, swords, like, that another sword existed. I thought that, it's almost, I mean, okay, I knew there were 4 swords, but, like, in my mind, it was almost as if, like, there wasn't a full sword in the scene. I kind of just, like, forgot that it existed, so I was like, right, I'm just gonna rush the swords and just forget every other check.
I was glad that the other sword was on the finishing of Sandship.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah, meanwhile, I full cleared Sandship. Me and Jazzix full cleared it. I guess that's another kind of... that's another mistake, I'd say. But I mean, okay, I mean, this seed is obviously like hindsight is 2020.
Realistically, is it a mistake if everyone else is gonna do the same thing? Every normal person is gonna do the same thing, because I don't think Pac did it. You didn't full clear it, right, Pac?
No, I just rushed, hoping the sword was on the heart container or did mask skip and...
Such a wild play.
Mask skip, okay, mask skip is just bold, I'll be honest.
So unhinged.
I mean, again, there's like a method to it, because it's like... I mean, yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, you find nothing at the end of the Tantalus. Yeah, you lose 90 seconds on to skip it, but like you get into the situation. But like best case scenario.
Yeah, but then you also have to go back to Sandship.
I mean, no. I mean, Skipper just has a prompt that says "Go back to Sandship." You just talk to him, then you're there.
Yeah, but that's an extra loading zone, and Sandship is the longest loading zone in the game.
I mean, it's not that. It's not that much like time loss. Let's be real. It's better.
It's 2 loading zones, but we'll ignore that fact.
It's better than doing what I did and full clearing the whip section to get Nish, and then you lose like minutes. I'd rather lose 2 minutes than lose 5.
You don't really lose that time if everyone else is going to do. If everyone else in their right mind is going to do that.
I mean, yeah. Well, now we get into strategy. It's like, you know, you need to now one up your competitors, and what better to one up your competitors than to do something off meta.
Pretty much. As soon as I figured out that no one finished pretty early on, I kind of just gambled, knowing that it wouldn't be in a really easy spot, or like a convenient spot. And I thought Farron was just like, 2 checks, most likely, because bombs were late. Go there. And it had the bow. I don't like this seed. Too open near the mid game. Or at least the end.
It was one of those very closed at the start and then very open like in like the middle. Yeah. I mean, I didn't find this. I think if he played perfectly, the seed wasn't too bad. It's just that like I don't think anyone played perfectly. I didn't play perfectly. Jasmine messed up a little bit. You messed up a little bit.
Your routing came close to basically being critical path, Kit.
I think
not doing Farron immediately after getting the tablet is a surprisingly good play in this seed.
I mean, okay, well, where was the tablet actually? Was it in... That was in Stronghold, wasn't it?
Farron tablet was in Skippers, I have been told.
Skippers,
yes,
okay.
Second chest.
It was in somewhere in Santi, right? So, okay, so... Yeah. Well, I mean, again, because I had the shipyard hint, I was like, okay, well, I know where Betro... like, I know where Ruby tablet is, so it's like... Well, it's either I can do Farron, which has a beetle, which I may or may not need, or I can do a required dungeon and probably get because honestly, from when I got the Skuldera path, you kind of knew there had to be bomb bag, so I was like, okay, well, I can either get a bomb bag, which opens up like half the seed, and I can be a required dungeon. I'll probably go for that option.
And for you, it couldn't just be bomb bag. It could have been beetle or bow to get through.
True, but even that would have been a plus, because then it would mean they wouldn't have to do key sheet.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it doesn't matter that your read wasn't technically correct.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't okay, well, I didn't go into it thinking it had to be bomb bag. I was just thinking that it was most likely bomb bag, I guess. It did cross my mind that it could have been bow or beetle, but like, given the fact that another one was open in Farron, it was very unlikely.
That's a fair point. You didn't know that there was one open in Farron, but yeah, that's a fair.
I mean, I did because you got the hint early.
I mean, you didn't know that it wasn't bomb locked.
Actually, no, true. Yeah, I did. I guess that did make the assumption that it was an like item on tree or something. But no, yeah. Anyway, fun seed. Again, I won. I don't think I deserved it, but I won anyway. Hooray! Yeah.
Next race, I'll get sleep, guaranteed.
Sleep is good. Would recommend.
Yeah, go get some sleep pack, and I don't think there's anything else to cover, so I'll hand it back over to our Reach streamer.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. In that case, thank you to both of our runners. Thank you to our trackers, Esme and Musa, for making sure that we knew what items the runners had. And thank you to both of our commentators. I know only CJ is around now, but your average link was around at the start. Had to drop out early, unfortunately. Still greatly appreciate the commentary. Coming up on ZSR, there's the NA Weekly for Ocarina of Time Randomizer that started just a few minutes ago that we'll be raiding towards. Tomorrow at 10 AM UTC is a Majora's Mask Randomizer tournament qualifier. At 1 PM UTC is the other Ocarina of Time Randomizer Weekly. Both those weeklies are also qualifiers for the Scrubs tournament, by the way. And then later that day at 5 PM UTC is the Minish Cap Randomizer Weekly Race, and at 7 PM UTC another Majora's Mask Randomizers qualifier. And then at 9 PM UTC is a Wind Waker Randomizer tournament qualifier. So do keep an eye on our schedule if any of that interests you. And yeah, like I said, we'll be raiding over to ZSR 1 for the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Weekly, so stick around if you're interested in that.